folks? How's everyone doing today? Today. How's everybody? It's another day. You know, bright and sunny outside in Florida. But I wish I feel as good as how it looks outside. Seriously, I wish I feel as good as how it looks outside. I'm just trying to put my best foot forward today. You might hear it in my voice, stuffy. I can't figure out what's really wrong as yet. So that's why now I am at the Dwayne Reed's drive-through to get me, a COVID test because I want to find out what's going on. Because I tell you, for the past few days, my taste bud is just weird. My mouth feel nasty. I have to keep putting something in my mouth because the taste is not there. Um, Headaches, constantly. Last night my joints ache so bad. My knees, the back of my knee, all the way down, it just radiates down the body from the back all the way down. And mine, folks, I already live with chronic pain, and then on top of that, extra pain throughout the night. I tell you, it's horrendous. So my question before I pass any judgments or I say anything out of character or out of context, I want to know for sure if c-v-19 is on the rise again. About a month ago, folks, our President Biden, came down with c-v-19. Then I think 3 weeks from that, Mrs. Biden came down with c-v-19. But we haven't heard much on their, rehabilitation from c-v-19 because, of course, he's the president. I'm sure he's better now. Also, his wife, Dr. Biden, I hope she's better. But for the other folks, just like myself out here, for the other folks, who are misled, allegedly, and don't know what's going on, we really need to know. Because I tell you, I have been I caught this thing before, and the symptoms that it gives me now is pretty much the symptoms that I had before. Bear in mind, folks, I took all my shots. Plus the booster, and now I am still here at Walgreens going through the drive-through to figure out what's going on with the aches and pains that I'm going through, and just the weird how I feel like I want to fall, just feel weak, just laying in the bed. And I'm a person, I like to get up early and move around, and when I see I can't do that, it frustrates me. So we really want to know for a fact, is this thing back on the rise or what? Because we have monkeypox out there. They're talking about the polio as well. So I want to know, before we get into the winter, if this thing is back in full effect. Because I tell you, folks, my daughter, she went away. The trip in Jamaica this past week, last week, came back. My daughter's a school teacher, went to school. She taught one day. Then after that, she was out for the rest of the week because she came down with the c-v-19. So did my granddaughter, and so did my daughter's boyfriend. And they all got shots. They all took their shots as well. So I know that in some ways these shots might be working because in some ways because people, they're not, it's not as deadly as it was, where if you get your shots you could survive. The rate of survival, I think, is higher. We still have to go through the motions with aches and pain, but I'd rather take that. I know that I can survive. So if that's what the shots are doing, then they're working in one aspect. But in the other aspect, we shouldn't have to catch this thing after we took the shots, in my opinion. I remember when I get the flu shots, I don't get the flu. When I had my polio shots in the 70s, I don't get polio after that. So I don't understand. I don't understand. This thing is a little tricky. nerve-wracking at the same time. So I don't get it. So here I am pulling up to the window, trying to talk to this lady about this. I guess they got my kit ready for the test. So I'm going to do my test live. How many people have done their test live on their live? I am doing my c-v-19 test live on my live. And this is the kind of content and information that some of us need to be putting out. Sometimes you could change it up and put out some real different content that people could be aware, and just take better precaution. Because if you notice now, a lot of us aren't wearing the mask like we used to. Even when you go to the Caribbean, you don't see people wearing masks. Nobody wearing masks like even when you're on the airplane. Because from what we were told from our government and all these scientists that we could relax on the mask and people could gather and enjoy themselves again. But hey, with all this results, where so many people came down with that this week, tells me that we can't gather like they're saying we could gather. We can't put the mask down like they say we could. We can't put it down. Yeah, yeah, New Jersey. No, no. Well, yeah, but not here. Yeah. 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 So on my live, I am doing my c-v-19 test today. I think this, is great information for others, just in case you're feeling a little relaxed and we're not taking precautions and the measures like we're supposed to, like we used to. We did it for like 2 years. But whose fault is it why we're not taking the type of precaution measures? Our government, because they want all these business to open back up. So right now, what do you think? You see profit before lives. Yeah. You need my license? Yeah. Profit before lives. That's what we're seeing, folks. Long lines of cars out here taking this thing. People taking this thing. I don't know. I don't know. There are lines before me, and then there's lines behind me with cars lined up to take this thing in Florida. What does that say to you? What does that say to me? Yeah, place it back in there. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome. See, I'm doing my test. Doing my test. Doing my test. See? No joke. I tell you, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it well. She represent Queens, and I was born in Brooklyn. Doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it well. She represent Queens. I was born in Brooklyn. It's done. See? It's done. But I feel better knowing that I did it. Double check and check again. You're welcome, man. Have a good day. So you good? Thank you. You too. Yeah, so now I finished the test, the code in c-v-19 test. I don't want to keep using that word. Let me break it down into smaller, so my video could get heard and played on YouTube. Because when I use that word, some of your videos they get blocked. And I tell you, profit before lives. That's what we're seeing today. Profit before lives. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So now, yeah, I just went and took this test. Wait 2 hours for the result. Sure good. So, I don't want to go this way. Wait 2 hours for the result. And I'm sure we'll let you guys know what the results are. Now, it's going to be still positive. I know that. But it takes a while to get out of our system. Now, our government said 5 days. We could, 5 days instead of that 2 week or 7 day period that they have, or 14 days, I'm sorry, period that they have. Oh my gosh, I didn't want to go this way. No, it went down to 5 days. 5 to 7 days. Let me make a U-turn here, can I? Yeah, 5 days. So we'll see what happens. But I hope I don't feel tonight the way I felt last night, because I tell you, that was something else, man. I sweat profusely. Sweat profusely. My head hurts. Everywhere you go in Florida, you see these Lamborghini Urus. Oh my gosh. There's so much of those things down here. At first, I used to say, oh, I like the Urus, but man, even if I have the money right now, I don't think I would want it because they're so plentiful. Everywhere you go, you see the Urus. There's money all around, man. And them things are what? More than a $250,000? And everywhere you go, you see the Urus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, folks, I did the test. I mean, am I shot a ban or what? Why does my screen look like that? Like I'm shot a ban from my screen. Did they shot a ban me or what? My screen look like that. You know? Sometimes you get shot a ban for what you mention, and it's legal and it should be talked about, but on these sites, sometimes we do get shot a ban. You know? But anyway, folks, I just wanted to ask the question and also inform, my listeners, is c-v-19 back on the rise heavily? Because I've seen a lot of people in line taking their tests. My daughter, the whole entire family pretty much came down with it. So is it back on the rise? Rapidly? Is it? And they're not saying anything, is it? Because everybody already got their contracts. People already made their trillions and still making more because they're put in position, places to make that kind of money. So now they don't have to inform us, alert us like they used to. Profit over lives. That's what you call that. No wonder all these places were so handsy to open back up, because that's what they were talking about. They're losing profit. When people couldn't go to work, they were losing their paychecks as well. Just remember that. A lot of people were home. Some of them couldn't pay their rent. They had to come in with this moratorium, eviction in the COVID time. As soon as the COVID breaks for a bit, the moratorium was out of through the window, and I see a lot of people got evicted left and right. Left and right. Profit over money. Profit over lives. I'm sorry. Profit over lives. When that moratorium expired, I saw people got evicted left and right. Don't ask me where they are today. I feel bad for them. We do see businesses growing and all that type of stuff. Yes, we do. You know, but at the same time, we have to be mindful of what's out there. You know, we can't see all these plagues, so that's why we have to be mindful and be careful. Profit over lives. Profit over lives. That's what we see today. It's a damn shame, man. Well, yes, folks, coming on to last night, I tell you, I sweat profusely, man. I sweat so much last night. You know, cough, my head, my head hurt so bad. My knees, my back. Oh my God. I cried out for Jesus last night. Oh yeah, I did. I cried out for Jesus. Jesus help me. That's how bad the pain was. You want to call me a punk? Then hey, so be it. I live with chronic pain, so this was extra pain on top of what I live with. So who feels it knows it. My body was in a serious turmoil, something I couldn't handle. So that's why I really want to know what's going on. What do I have? What's my diagnosis? If I'm getting better. You know, I have COVID, yes, but I'm getting better. I want to know. I want to know. Because I don't want to be around nobody with this thing, you know? I'd rather stay in the house until it goes away. I don't even want to be in the street. I don't even want to be in my car. If I didn't have to take that test, I wouldn't be in my car. Car would have been parked. But I had to go take this test. The rapid test at home says positive. But you know, after taking those, I still want to go to Dwayne Reeves to get their original test and get it on paper just to see what happens. You know, I tell you, man, damn, I drank so much water last night. 5 hours of water. That's how thirsty I was throughout the night. Headache, and also that another thing. I was so thirsty. Like about 6 bottles of water I drank last night. Man, what's going on? What's going on? Somebody talk to chronic pain. Let me know what's going on. What are they doing to us? What are they doing to us? People, talk back to me, as 10 Toes Down would say. Talk back to me. What's going on? Somebody talk back to me. What are they not telling us? What's new? What's brewing out there? Yeah, we want to know. We want to know. Oh, I'll tell you what. Yeah, so that was that, folks. You know, went out to do this test. So I am back. I just want to make sure at least I have this on paper, like I said, and also be informative to you guys. Everybody who take the COVID test know what it is when you go to get it done. Big ass Walgreen paper. Thank you folks for riding with me for that little short live. Stay blessed. Stay true to yourself. Keep your eyes open at all times. Study your friends because your friends are studying you. Each one teach one. And before I go, I always say, who feels it knows it.